Hey, hello everyone. This is Granblue Radio number 366. We have reruns coming for quite a while. It's a very quiet May, like it often is when there's no collab. Because it's Exo Diablo, and it's a rerun for the rest of the month, right?
Yeah, until the end of the month,
But it
which
is,
end
yeah,
of the month is always an event.
yeah. But it is very nice that we know for a fact that all of the Tales of Arcarum will be getting a rerun, and so we have a pattern established. They're gonna add in the new Militis, the one that is based on like the Xeno stuff. So this one has the Militis staff in the shop now, and they're gonna start uncapping the Militis weapons. And so let's go over to the Water Militis. It's on like page 3, isn't it? No, it's page 2. So
I don't know. I can't get lost trying to figure out which grouping is which.
right? Because even in Japanese, the grouping is just based on when they had room. I really want it to be some kind of alphabetical soon. Anyway, um, so there's two different weapons that got the uncap treatment.
The
So
Militis
first,
Fist and the
yeah,
Militis Bow for
yes,
water.
and so the water bow did get used for a little while back when
Because it's
water,
a bow.
yeah, because it was like Taisai and Columba and our old friend Fimble. Um, and it fell out as we started using daggers and axes and just other things. Um, and so what they've done with it is, so with the fourth star, we have when main weapon, it gives the MC a bonus water damage effect. So you get Chaser.
30% for one turn.
In Arcarum, it doesn't need to be main hand, and it affects
And it
all
affects water allies.
all water allies. And that
That one's
part,
really good.
that part's nuts. So if you're trying to one turn or two turn things, and you just want to hit attack, then this thing is really good. The thing about this is that, so DJ, you will have to remind me. So this requires world IDNs, and you cannot fight the world at all until you have access to the world fight in Mundus. Is that correct?
That is correct.
And so by the time that you have access to this, then you will
You
have,
probably don't need this as a need.
yeah. It is convenient, and it is strong because the part where it gives you a bunch of multi-attack, and you're using this in Arc where you have a bunch of multi-attack already, and so it all converts into extra hit, and that extra hit can, yeah. So that part is strong, and then the next one is the water melee. This fist over here, when it gets to um, level 120 or higher, it gives you 6% multi
6%.
attack unless you're in Arcarum.
Then it's 60.
And people are like, why would you ever need that much?
You
Uh,
don't need that much multi attack in Arcarum.
it does help for very, very specific purposes.
However, here's the problem with this.
Yes.
You need world IDNs to get this.
Yeah. And so the
You're
yep.
probably past the point of needing that much multi attack.
Um, like I said, so there is a very specific use case for this. And that use case is that you are one of the however many thousands of people there are who own and use Hraesvelgr in Arcarum. Because Hraesvelgr comes with a passive minus 100% multi attack. So with two of these things, you have now canceled out the downside of Hraesvelgr. With a little asterisk, you have done it in Arcarum and only in Sandbox. That said, people who do own this are just like, huh. Because there were huge hoops that you could go through in Arcarum specifically to get guaranteed triple attack on a Hraesvelgr main character without having the, usual suspects of forced triple attack on MC. So it is a very, very specific use case. And I don't expect very many people to use it. However, it seems to be something that they had in mind. Or you just they really, really want people to force that extra hit in Arcarum. But, um,
These are
Any,
not.
yeah,
You're in Arcarum. Here's the difference.
yeah. There's a
Like
bunch of that stuff.
you literally don't need a lot of this stuff in Arcarum itself.
By the time that you have access to the world, a lot of these books will be done that give you things like double strike and multi attack and passive chaser, etc. So this makes an already mostly like it bridges a specific portion of the game where you have just gotten your very first access to the world in Arcarum. Um, and like you are now working on evokers 2 through 10 over here in Mundus, right? Like that seems to be the time frame that they're aiming for here to bridge that gap. I don't know if it needed one, but and also like the number of materials that aren't the world IDNs that you need is also not insignificant because
10
let's
Gospels, 20 Saphira Stones.
the Saphira Stones are relatively easy to come by once you get to that point of the grind. That said, I say that I'm saying but a lot in this episode. Like the Gospels, it is gospel expensive to do a lot of this stuff. It costs what 50 to get the card.
It's a lot.
It's a lot. Like you're going to be using a lot of these. Um, the Saphira Stones you eventually overflow. And then the world IDNs are not that easy to actually get. Like you
And also
can,
cost Gospels if you're not just joining people.
yeah. It costs one of each gospel to get like 2 to 6 world IDNs, or you go into raids and things like that. But once again, that raid has a join requirement. So anyway, it is kind of a weird space that these things are supposed to exist in. That's all. That's all I have to say about it.
I can find good use cases for the bow.
Yes, the bow makes a lot of
And
things faster.
let's see here. Bow gains double attack, triple attack on CA. It already gave 10-meter on CA.
Hmm.
And that 30% main hand bonus water damage, that sounds pretty cool when you are a Robin Hood.
When you're a Robin Hood, and so it does only last one turn. But if you just decide to be a Robin Hood and do the flurry triple attack thing, yeah, it's great for exactly one turn. Especially since there's a book in Arcarum that says, "Hey, your MC double strikes on turn one."
Yeah, it's pretty sick.
That is sick. You can make things a lot faster. Like I suspect that if I went back into Arcarum, and I'm guessing that I will be asked to do so uh, at the point that we get Transcend Evokers sometime like 2 to 3 years down the line, or however many years it takes. Um, and with that bow and with the fist, I can beat the world up in like 3 turns probably. And so it'll accelerate that part. So maybe they're future proofing for that. I don't know.
However, I don't like the CA on the fist at all.
Yeah, I've only seen the fist. Like I said, the literal only use case I have seen for the fist in any way is if your main hand is Phrasevelger. I have seen no other use for it.
I was talking about main handing it.
Yeah, but
Main hand CA is 2 turns of 1500 shield and 2 turns of defense up.
yeah,
The thing you need in water. And hi, Anne's right here.
and then it's like the thing is also when it comes to water fists, there's old reliable of the turtle fist from Rise of the Beasts. Um, there's actually, the Spirit of Mana is still a respectable main hand. It sucks as having skills, but supplemental to your team, boost to cap on normals, and then the Lagrange is also pretty decent. However, this is the whole
We
thing about
listed things that are
Lagrange.
way better than the fist we talked about.
Yeah, but also the Lagrange will never be turned on in Arcarum until specifically you have the newbie book on. The Tales of Arcarum only one. But anyway, yeah, that's pretty much it for the week.
Yeah,
Uh,
there's not much to talk about in this one.
yeah, we've got a quiet set of weeks coming up, which is what I personally am kind of happy about. I've been playing Hades, um, not Hades 2, mind you, Hades 1, which I'm enjoying. Uh, After this, I'm gonna be like playing Rebirth a little bit, I think, finally. You're gonna be traveling. I mean,
Yeah,
you've also got Gakuen and Idolmaster coming out in 2 weeks. 1 week now.
1 week.
That's right.
Oh yeah. Also, happy Halloween, everybody.
This is usually when they rerun it. Like it's like how like right at the some point of the early summer they rerun the Christmas units. They don't want it to be available only for, like 10% of the year. They want to give people other opportunities. Um,
Yeah, the Halloween characters are here until the 30th.
yep. Um, as
31st
of
JST.
as of right now, the Halloween characters. Let's see. Yeah, they have they have the important ones lined up right now. Here's Vane, here's Florence, here's Vicky, and Tico is she's Tico. Notably, Tico as a frontline character is relevant again, but not that Tico.
Hey, this is
Someday,
great.
Dark Tico.
Halloween Tico is actually pretty good.
She is really good. Um, so anyway, yeah, that's pretty much it for this week, DJ. How you feeling? You ready for the trip yet?
I'm very packed, but yeah, that's about it. I'm
Uh,
packed.
Being packed like a week and a half in advance is a very nice feeling. Um, how many shows are you going to be going to? Because you've got a lot on your plate for that trip. Because you got like the Uma Musume movie you're going to. You
Yeah.
got what is it? D4 DJ Fest.
Yep. Try and go to the Assault Lily stage play. I'll find out this week if I can get the CG tickets.
Yeah, that's in 23 hours. I have it
Yeah.
circled on my calendar, and I'm ready to be disappointed, but maybe miracles can happen. Anyway, um, I don't remember what I was doing in the screen. Oh yeah, I was looking up for my rebirths. But anyway, yeah. So fast week. Next week we will probably have Flash Gala to talk about. Maybe it is not guaranteed. Um, and we'll have Exo Diablo come in pretty soon. And that'll always give us a new weapon to play with. But until then,
Yep.
enjoy the break. It's time to catch up on other things, which is
All
nice.
right.
Even Celeste has gotten to a reasonable point where you can join, hit it as hard as you want, and then it'll finish. It's like at that perfect sweet spot. Anyway, that's it for this week, everybody. Have fun.